Hi, my name is Joe Bratkowski and I'm running for Mayor of Lantzville. For me, it's time and I'm ready. I've been involved in the community for over 35 years in a number of roles, including a trustee and chair of the Improvement District, a councillor, a firefighter, a service club member, a Legion member, and various committees, including the Parks and Rec, Sewer and Water, Coston Hall, and the Library Board. Together we have built the fire hall, the new district office, Rotary Park, installed playground equipment in the school and parks, organized a breakfast with Santa, Rotary Easter egg hunt, and the Great Pumpkin giveaway at Negrin's Farm. In my mind, the qualities of a great mayor is to provide leadership. It needs to be inclusive, conciliatory, and forward-thinking. Leadership is really about finding solutions. A great mayor will look after the community. It needs to be safe, its character retained, and its lifestyle protected from the foothills to the foreshore. A great mayor will respect how our taxes are spent. We need to do a better job in managing our dollars and with less government. A great mayor will continuously review our core services. We need to take a look at our priorities and refocus on the basics. And an early planning session in the new year will help. A great mayor will encourage our government to listen, learn, and lead. Governments really need to lead rather than staff. A great mayor will provide a vision for the waterfront plan that protects our marine resources, a foothills plan that respects our values, a village center plan. I love Coulson Beach. They've done a great job. That is the heart of our community. And a responsible fiscal plan that protects this generation and future generations. This is an exciting time with so many options. Vote for Joe. You won't be disappointed. Thank you.
My name is Jack DeYoung. With strong family support and my own desire to contribute to the District of Lantzville's leadership, I will be seeking re-election for the position of mayor in the upcoming elections. I have been fortunate to have been mayor of Lantzville over the last 3 years. The challenges were numerous, but with community, council, and staff support and reasonable expectations, we were able to make progress on just about every front. And at the same time, we maintained a reasonable tax level in line with community service expectations and contract negotiations. As a cornerstone, we negotiated a long-awaited water agreement with Nanaimo. It is important to listen, build relationships, and balance the need and expectations of this community against the financial limitations of a small tax base. We did listen, we understood Nanaimo's limitation, and we progressed. In my next term, I would like to continue to provide this kind of leadership and address and support important community requirements, including seniors housing, legalization of secondary suites, more affordable housing for young families, and village core improvements. It's important to balance the need of the environment and expectations of this community. I will work to maintain the small town atmosphere and independence, while at the same time allow for some growth to distribute our community infrastructure and administrative cost. I'm particularly pleased to re-enter the race as mayor in light of the widespread community involvement in the democratic process. Our last election saw an unprecedented turnout, and this time there are 3 candidates for mayor, 10 for council. It serves the democratic process in our community well. I extend my best wishes to all candidates and urge you to vote on November the 15th. Thank you.
I'm Colin Haime, and I am a candidate for mayor in the District of Lantzville. I've been a volunteer and elected representative for most of the 23 years that I've lived in the community, and I believe I have helped to make Lantzville better. In just the past 3 years, my volunteer work has included being an emergency services volunteer, organizing the successful Minetown Day 5K, and participation in a number of volunteer boards in both Lantzville and Nanaimo. As your Lantzville mayor from 2003 to 2011, we successfully completed a number of infrastructure projects, including water reservoirs, sewers, and trails, while at the same time keeping tax increases at or below inflation and increasing financial reserves. As your mayor, I will continue with the common sense approach used to achieve so much in the first 8 years of incorporation. This common sense approach includes, number 1, protecting the vision and lifestyle of Lantzville. The community plan lays the foundation. I believe it needs to be protected and enhanced. Number 2, respecting every tax dollar, including reducing administration costs. Your money deserves respect and proper management. These practices are currently being ignored, and without them, 2015 tax increases could easily hit double digits. Number 3, advocating for Lantzville residents before developers. Simply, you come first. While Lantzville needs more housing options, if a development does not fit the Lantzville vision, it will not be approved. Number 4, being directly accountable to the residents as part of your council team with the regular release of in-camera documents and regular town hall style meetings. I will introduce such policy within 60 days. Number 5, encouraging consensus by consulting with the residents on important decisions such as water. In closing, I believe that this common sense approach will allow us to protect and enhance the Lantzville we all love. On November the 15th, vote for common sense, vote for Colin Haime.
Hello, my name is Jong Coulson. I'm 43 years old. I'm a chemical engineer by training. I'm married with 2 kids, ages 4 and 7. For those that have not seen me for some time, yes, I have lost a lot of hair over the years. I'm running for public office for numerous reasons. Number 1, I am deeply concerned about the ability of Lantzville to remain an independent community. Number 2, I do not want to see Lantzville turned over to mass development. If elected, I will fight to preserve the semi-rural community nature of Lantzville. I believe we're on the cusp of handing over the future of our town to mass development and will lose the community feel that makes Lantzville what it is. This is not acceptable in my opinion. Number 3, I want to help effect change. Lantzville needs to reassess our district office and how it functions. I question if it is serving in the best interest of the community and if it is functioning in an open, honest, and efficient manner. Number 4, spending is out of control. 14 people work out of the district office. The district is now spending over $1 million per year on salaries, wages, and benefits. In 2015, this will be almost 40% of total expenditures. This must be corrected. Number 5, there are far too many discussions and decisions held in camera. This has been a problem for years and it continues to go unaddressed. Our residents simply expected to trust what is unfolding. Residents' perspectives should be a continual part of the democratic process, not just on voting day. Residents deserve a high level of dedication, energy, honesty, and ethics from their elected representatives and district officials. I will have failed you if you elect me and I do not walk my talk. I love this town. For 38 of my 43 years, I have considered it home. There are residents here that have known me since I was 5 years old. I did not like to disappoint these people when I was young. I do not want to disappoint them as an adult. Thank you for your time.
Hello, my name is Brian Dempsey and I'm running for councillor for the District of Lantzville. During my 24 years of public service in the community, I've gained a lot of knowledge and experience. I served as a trustee on the Lantzville Improvement District from 1990 to 2003. In 2003, I was elected to the inaugural council and am being re-elected in every election since. I'm running for office because I can provide a positive contribution to the community. I'm committed to work on improve the quality of life for all residents of Lantzville, and I enjoy the job. My priority is to continue to work towards achieving the goals of the community plan. These goals include providing clean, safe drinking water for all residents, as well as improved fire protection with additional fire hydrants. With the additional water supply, we have the opportunity to expand the tax base. Improvements will then be possible in the commercial core and in the industrial park. We need to expand the community sewer as needed, and we need to provide opportunities for new housing for seniors and for young people. We must obtain the best value for our tax dollars. I do my research and then base my decision on the information I have received. For experience, dedication, knowledge, and continuity, I respectfully ask for your support on November 15th. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Warren Griffey and I'm running for councillor for the District of Lantzville. Thank you for supporting Lantzville throughout the many years as a community. I do have some concerns though, and I would like to share them with you. I am concerned about the cost of this administration, salaries that have increased by 20% in a 3-year period. It is projected salaries of $1.2 million for a staff of 14 in 2015. I am concerned about sewer user fees. Annual fees started at $168 and have risen in the past 2 years to $340, a 102% increase. I am concerned about this council's 5-year financial plan, 2015 to 2019, that will run a deficit of $200,000 every year for the next 5 years. I am concerned about a water deal that gives developers all the power and the residents all of the debt up front. Water should go to the residents first. As it stands, all new connections now will go to developers. I'm concerned about the traffic based on a one-way in, one-way out plan using Ware Road as its only access point. This will affect the residents of the Winchelseas and the Winds. I am concerned about a water deal that had 900 acres of dedicated parkland now being dwindled down to 330 acres. I'm concerned about supporting RDN economic development of $11,980 and the Port Theatre, $38,175. Proposed rates for 2015. Rates that we have never seen before and will continue to increase under this existing council. I'd like to hear about your concerns, Lantzville. Consider these facts and vote responsible representation. I have done 3 terms for the District of Lantzville and have never ran on a deficit. On November 15th, vote for Warren Griffey. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Denise Haime. I've been a resident of Lantzville for the last 23 years, where I raised my family and operated my accounting practice. I've been involved in local government for 15 years, and I'm running for council for my 4th term because I believe I have fresh ideas and energy to continue working for Lantzville residents and lead the community for the next 4 years in order to realize the community vision in the official community plan. As a chartered accountant, my financial background provides me with the skills, knowledge, and experience required to manage the finances of the community in a sound and sustainable manner. We need to bring spending and taxes under control. Over the past 3 years, administrative wages have increased by 30%, sewer rates increased by 102%, and tax increases have been avoided only by using prior year savings. I voted against all these items because it is an unsustainable approach to finances. My plan is to review all spending to determine the areas of potential cost savings without impacting the services currently provided to the residents. Council needs to recognize that the residents work hard for their money, and Council should respect this. The recently signed water agreement with Nanaimo is flawed. It does not provide a water solution for hundreds of residents. It places priority on connections for development, not existing residents, and yet will cost all existing residents more in taxes. My immediate priority is to propose amendments to Nanaimo in order to create a win-win scenario, with all existing Lantzville residents being entitled to a water connection and Nanaimo benefiting by Lantzville actually connecting. Lantzville needs leadership that is willing to engage the community in discussions before decisions are made, and Lantzville needs a council that respects the opinions of all. I provide a consensus decision-making style combined with a focus on Lantzville residents' needs, and then I get the job done on budget and on time. Please vote for Denise Haime on November the 15th. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Milbank, and I'm looking for re-election as a councillor for the District of Lantzville on November 15th. I was first elected in November 2011. This council has worked very hard to bring a number of initiatives forward, and I believe that Lantzville has a bright future ahead of it. This council managed to conclude a water deal with the City of Nanaimo. Previous councils for decades have tried to do this. This council did it. We've worked hard to take a leadership role in broader municipal and political organizations and decision making. This is a first for Lantzville. Previous councils have never done this before. I've worked hard as the chair of the Village Commercial Core Improvement Committee. Previous councils have talked about it, but we've done it this time. And finally, this council worked hard to get a bylaw on urban agriculture. The previous council tried to do it. This council managed to do it. I think this will be a good basis. It's not perfect, but a good basis for moving forward on sustainable food production. The other issue that's on the ballot is a referendum to reduce the council size from 7 to 5. I believe that having a council of 7, because you don't need that many votes to get elected, has contributed to the division and divisiveness at the council table. I'm going to vote for a council of 5, and I hope that you do too. Thank you for electing me in 2011. Thank you for the opportunity to serve for the last 3 years, and I hope that you'll vote for me on November 15th.
Hello, my name is Andrew Mossad, and I am running for re-election to the District of Lantzville Council. Over the last 3 years as councillor, I have learned a lot about working with people to find solutions to complex problems. These skills were honed by working on projects such as the new urban gardening bylaw, which we were able to pass this last year. I also dedicated a significant amount of time to learning as much as I can about civic governance, attending numerous seminars and sessions in order to learn from the successes of other communities and finding ways of applying these successes to Lantzville. I will apply these skills on new upcoming projects, such as finding alternative water solutions, engaging youth and young people, and continuing to promote urban gardening. In addition to my time on council, I have also had the privilege of representing Lantzville on the wider political stage by being elected to the office of Director at Large to the Association of Vancouver Island and Coastal Communities. This collection of all of the Vancouver Island and coastal communities represents our collective interests to the provincial and federal governments. Over the last 2 years, I've had the privilege of working with Fortis to reduce natural gas rates for residences and businesses, as well as lobbying the provincial government to try and reduce ferry fares. I am looking forward to working with all Lance villagers to creating greater self-sufficiency within Lantzville over the next 4 years. On November 15th, vote for vision, collaboration, and cooperation. Vote Mostad for council.
Hello, my name's Rodney Grave and I'm running for a position on Lantzville Council. I'm offering myself as a candidate because I think Lantzville residents deserve fair and effective government, and I'm willing to work to ensure this happens in the upcoming council. Our community needs local government that makes decisions in a civil and respectful manner using open and transparent processes, that follows the rules of fair procedure, that listens and is open to all opinions offered by Lantzville residents, and that makes decisions in the best interests of the community, taking a long-term view. I believe this is how Lantzville Council should work to best serve the needs of our residents. Now, Lantzville is currently facing a number of challenges and opportunities, some of which include upgrading and enhancing the village core while seeking to preserve the unique rural and village character that residents of the community so cherish. The water question, including matters such as distribution of connections and long-term sustainability of the water resource, in addition to some other questions about sustainability. And finally, the looming prospect of development. Decisions about these matters and others need to be made in a fair and open manner that allows the will and opinions of Lantzville residents to come through and to determine what the best decisions are. On November 15th, I encourage you to vote, and I ask you to lend me your vote so that I can work for fair and open council decisions that are made when Lantzville residents are heard.
Hello, my name is Doug Parkhurst, and I'm asking for your vote on November 15th. As you watch these presentations, you will be asking the question, why should I vote for you? In the next 2 minutes, I will answer your question. Let me start by telling you a bit about myself. My wife Jenny and I moved to Lantzville in 1996. We were looking for a place to raise our family, and we found that in Lantzville. In my work life, I'm a chartered accountant and a business owner. I've been both an improvement district trustee and then a municipal councillor. I bring a strong financial and business background. So why am I running for council? I decided to run for council after receiving a large number of requests from a number of residents of Lantzville. Concerns such as the never-ending increases in spending, projects for no apparent reason, lack of public input, and so on. Let me give you a couple of examples. Since 2011, the spending on wages has gone up 30%. That represents $150 more per household when compared to 2011. This council has spent $40,000 on a traffic study that should have been paid for by developers. $50,000 on a village core review that hasn't produced any results. There is a lack of public input on major issues. Having been on council, I can tell you that no matter what, it is the duty of any council to listen to its residents. In particular, for the last year and a half, this council has told us they would consult with us prior to signing the Nanaimo water deal. But instead, they signed the deal and then went out to inform the public. So what will I do if I'm elected? I will roll up my sleeves and get down to work by building a sustainable financial plan for Lantzville. We need to review all areas of spending. It's time to get back to basics. We will reform how council works to ensure that residents get the opportunity to speak to council before decisions are made. Thank you for your support on November 15th.
Hello, my name is Graham Savage, and I'm asking Lantzville residents to vote for me for District Council for a second term. I'm a team player, a problem solver, and a positive thinker. And I've represented the Lantzville Council at the City of Nanaimo Parks and Rec Commission, the City's Parks Planning Committee, the Seaside Community Society in Lantzville, as well as the Village Core Planning Committee. I'm a 30-year resident of Lantzville, and for the last 8 years I've been a volunteer with the Mindtown Day Planning Group. I have an extensive working background in local government with experience in engineering, planning, watercourse protection, and I also have training in mediation and conflict resolution. I believe these experiences and my working background will benefit Lantzville Council as we move forward. I'm a strong supporter of the district's official community plan, which was created by you, the residents, in 2005. And I share its vision of a small town village core with both seniors and other forms of housing. The recent water agreement signed with the City of Nanaimo provides Lantzville with the opportunity to implement some of the goals and objectives of the official community plan. However, I believe it's most important that we are prepared for the future through careful planning. The community must manage change, or change will manage the community. I'm looking forward to working on initiatives such as the Village Core, pedestrian safety and parking, seniors and other forms of housing, legal suites, improved recreation opportunities for youth and young families. Drinking water and fire protection for those in our community with contaminated wells and no access to fire hydrants is very important also. So please allow me to work for the future of Lantzville by voting for me, Graham Savage, November the 15th. Thank you.
Hello, my name is David Scott, and I am running for council in Lantzville. I'm a longtime Lantzville resident, have previously been a Lantzville Improvement District trustee, and was elected to Lantzville's first council after the community became a municipality. Despite not being on council for the last several years, I have continued to follow Lantzville issues by attending council and public information meetings. Our world is a changing place, and Lantzville will continue to change as it has for the past 100 years. We need strong leadership to help our community move forward in a positive direction. Water has been an issue in the community for many years, long before we became a municipality. Our community needs additional water supply to supplement our existing users on our current system, let alone supply areas with problem wells or for new housing. Phase 3 of the sewer plan for the Winchelsea area needs to be initiated, and expansion of the sewer into other problem areas needs to be further explored. As a strong supporter of parks, I feel we need to secure the Foothills Parkland at the earliest opportunity. We also need to consider connectivity in the community, and I feel one of the highest priority connections should be along Ware Road. Joining Lantzville Road to the Island Highway will help provide connectivity between Upper and Lower Lantzville. I believe in strong fiscal management, and that council's focus should primarily be on our core areas of responsibility. I'm a team player, and with my extensive background in sewer systems, water systems, roads, parks, and community planning, I have the experience and qualifications to serve on Lantzville Council. We are all fortunate to live in such a beautiful area with a great sense of community. On November 15th, please vote David Scott. Thank you.